Well. Hello, and welcome to Art with Mad Mel. Yeah, tonight I'm not wearing any of my stuff. No outfit, no goggles, just glasses and this man suit I have on. I hope you all are ready for some interesting art tonight. I'm going to be working on some, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I really don't. On one hand, I got the sketch pad, and I got this portfolio full of stuff. I don't know. What was it? Some time I spent in the hospital a few years ago, and I got the Joker, and I got all kinds of stupid stuff in here, like Bane and the Penguin, and who else? And the Riddler and Two-Face, and the Scarecrow and Mr. Freeze and Ra's al Ghul and Poison Ivy and, Selena Kyle. I thought about redoing them. That's what I thought about. But then I thought, do you really want to see that? Or do you want to see me draw on my coloring book? Then I thought, why not do both? Who cares? Right? Who cares? As it was said to me, it's your show. Do what you want to do. Well, if you're going to put it that way, then so be it. I think the first thing I want to do is the line work for the coloring books. And then I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to start doing all the pictures in that silly book by hand. Again. But I'm going to make it look a little bit more clean. Those are 2018, 19. That was when I was in the hospital for a few months. But we're going to get started with the digital work. Unless if you want to see me just burn through and do that. But, I got to know what you're... No. Do you? Oh. Well, fine then. If I'm going to do me, then we'll just go over here and start real quick. Let's go to the screen, shall we? Let's see what's happening over here. Oh boy, full madness. You know what that means? I'm about to go completely insane. This is your first time being here. I hope you guys are ready. Oh man, what is he about to do? Well, what do I normally do? Sometimes I draw gross stuff, sometimes I don't. But today, I want to do something different. I want to do this coloring book I've been doing for an event that's coming up. And I've been working at it for a minute, and I just need the line work. So, I'm going to throw some music on. I hope everybody's doing well. Dimitri, thank you for being here as always. And whoever else is watching that may be on, I thank you all as well. I hope you guys are mad enough to handle it. And we're going to throw some of that good old-fashioned electronic music up, like we always do. Play the 1, 2, 3 click. Well, I guess that's what we're going to have running. So, let's get started, shall we? I'm going to start with the simple line work. Nothing major. Just a quick sketch. Get the idea, the head, and everything. So I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. For those of you that celebrated or are in the States, hope you had a good time. Hope you didn't run into any issues, and I hope you were safe. Have a good, safe holiday. Cool, Dimitri. That's awesome. So have any of you mad ones heard or seen anything interesting lately? Read anything interesting? Big or small, don't matter. What have you guys been up to? What have you guys seen or heard? Anything interesting? I'm not going to go off into the tech horror stuff that I always talk about. Granted, I just read some stuff earlier today that unhinged my brain in multiple directions that almost drove me nuts, and that's hard to do because I'm already nuts, right? So I'm not also an employee here, I'm also a client, right? I've had more electricity from Mr. Smiles than anybody in this facility. Oh, thank you. Yes, the music is pretty live tonight. Really enjoying it. Glad I went through it and got it situated. Yeah, I decided not to wear any of the stuff today. To be honest with you, I haven't been doing that well. I've been lying to a lot of people that I've been doing all right, but I haven't. You know, stress. A lot of stress. Everybody deals with stress. Do you guys ever feel like it's pointless to talk? Have you ever felt like that? Like, what's the point? It's okay if you feel like that. You know, sometimes that happens to people. Just don't let it become your personality. Just don't become that person that's like, who cares, whatever. It's a terrible way to be. You don't want to be that. No, destroy you. I'm trying to relearn how not to be that type of person. I found myself recently feeling like, what is the purpose? What is the actual purpose? Why? That's the hardest question to ask. Why? Especially when others tell you shouldn't ask why. You shouldn't question. You know. Know that they are real and time to come into the light. I guess. I don't know. I'm not too, you know, sometimes it's good. Talking about yourself or talking about things is hard to do. And I know that there are many people out there that are probably struggling with that, you know. And I speak about these things not because I want to be doom and gloom and worry about all this stuff or kill the vibe. You got in here immediately and started this. No. I just, you know, I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. We're all struggling through this thing called life. Some of us harder than others. We're all falling upstairs. None of us are walking straight. We're all stumbling just a little bit cleaner than the next person standing next to us, right? But what does it matter? Well, it matters a lot, I guess, if you know your worth. Struggling for purpose. I know a lot of us are feeling that. What am I? Who am I? What do I do? And where do I belong? And what is and why? And I don't. These words that start sentences that never have an ending. Jokes without punchlines. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel nothing. And as of late, I haven't felt anything. I've been feeling disconnected. I didn't come here for this. I came here to watch you draw. I came here to unwind from my own life. I'm sorry. My bad. I was just talking to those in the back of the room. the ones that are in the back of the room, you know. Or if you're up close in the front section, you can hear it too. Can I be real with you guys? Can I be really real with you guys? Or is that going to be too much? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, I'll put it this way. I had a friend of mine ask me not too long ago, a couple of days ago actually. We briefly talked. Man, I don't see you on social media anymore. Yep. Why don't you talk? Why don't you say anything? You're funny. You got all these jokes. You got blah, blah, blah. I got. Right. But what do you do if the funny man don't find things funny anymore? Like, what happens then? Like, what if the clown doesn't find the humor or the slapstick to be funny? I don't. Who makes the clown laugh when everything is all dried up? I have an answer to that. And I think somebody probably left. I'm probably bumming people out. So I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You know, sometimes I have a tendency to ramble off, and I shouldn't speak what I'm feeling, right? My bad. Let me get back in line and just draw, all right? My apologies. Where was I? Can't leave us hanging. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Where did I leave off? I left off, and I kind of lost my train of thought, actually. I do that sometimes. I'm sorry about that, Silverado. I have a tendency that I am what you would call a self-governing person. When I feel the tension in the air or the assumption of the tension, I don't want to ruffle the feathers too hard, you know, stability. But I digress. I'll keep going. Where did I leave off? Who makes the clown laugh? Oh, that's it. Who makes the clown laugh? The downfall of humanity is what makes the clown laugh. See, the clown makes the jokes. The clown makes people laugh by the situations that the clown sees. The clown sees all the folly, all the silly, all the things. But what really makes the clown laugh is not necessarily someone telling the clown a joke, maybe sometimes, but watching the things that the clown makes jokes about being reality. And how reality and fiction, or the illusion of reality, both merge into one entity that you don't know which one is which until you start doing this and everything is blurred together and which hand is what. So, what does the clown do? Like the whole joke in, what was it? The Watchmen. Paparazzi the clown. You know, he's coming to town. The clown is coming to town. Doctor, I'm sad. Go see the clown. He'll make you laugh, but doctor, I am the clown. That was probably the hardest hitting joke I've ever heard. Came from a movie, you know? But it makes you think. Are we all clowns trying to get one big laugh? But what if you get your laugh and there's no round of applause? What if you don't hear anything? Is it still a good joke if nobody responds? And then that comes to reality, right? But it's not that life is terrible. Now you might be thinking, oh man, he's over here talking doom and gloom. No, what I'm talking about, there's so many things that we don't that we don't ever really get to express because we're suppressing ourselves. Do you guys ever feel like you're being suppressed? And I'm not talking about like somebody oppressing you, like, oh, you can't watch this show or you can't go here and listen to this music. Like, suppressed. Like, I can't think for myself because I might be somewhere classified as something. Why? It feels like a lot of gymnastics is really where I'm getting at. It feels like everybody is recommended to do a backflip, but nobody can actually stand up on two legs, much less do a backflip. And on top of that, I see other things too that have me unjarred and uneasy, like the advancement of technology and everything I keep running into day after day. That, not the fact of like, oh my God, Terminators. No. See, I always believe that what will happen to mankind will be far worse than Terminator. But I see it. And here's what brings me to that point. What got me all riled up to begin with. What really just got me all twisted up. Two things. Google Willow and VO. 3. The trifecta. These things. Those two and the dumbing down of society. These three things, like the Triforce of Doom. Because VO3 can make videos that almost look real. You can't tell the difference. The ignorant will never know. Even some people who are the quote elect that are, oh, I know everything, I'm an expert, they will be bamboozled, confused, and lost. And we're there. And it's jarring because as the rise of technology starts to get higher, people start to get dumber. And people are we're losing us as a species. But you sound like one of those crazy people, Mel. You might call me a crazy man, fine. So be it. But to a degree, usually the people who are the most in tune to stuff are usually considered to be crazy. Hey Skew, how you doing? Thank you for being here. But I'm not going to just be doom and gloom about that. I tell you what I am worried about. What I'm doing here will be absolutely obsolete soon. You know, being an actual visual artist may not be conducive in the future. And that's what slightly bothers me about this whole transition and emergence of AI, general intelligence, the ability to be able to just all of these things. What are we doing here? And that's what I feel. You may be fine. But at the end of the day, when will this be enough? Now I know. It's like, oh my God, Mel, you talk about this all the time. Well, I talk about it enough until people start to, that is the stress. Yes. The stress that every single day that goes by is almost like 10 years worth of progression because this doesn't breathe, it doesn't sleep, it doesn't eat, it doesn't need anything besides electricity and power and time, and it's connected to everything, and it cross-references things. And the moment that it becomes able to start making copies of itself is when we lose the game. We're all screwed. As the words that I like to hear, get out, right? Because I know there's younger people who watch, but you know what I'm talking about. And that's something that's concerning. Hey, how you doing, Tyler? Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Oh, hello, Asmodeus. Thank you for showing up as well. Yes, I feel that. I feel that the closer that we get to this precipice of the new electrical guide that man wants to make, we're going to bastardize ourselves into a place of absolute destruction because it doesn't need us. But man wants to play with things they don't understand, like plug it in my head. All I'm saying is that it's growing fast, and the first thing that people do when they make new technology is, how can I bang it or how can I kill with it? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Holy fuck, that's exactly right, Major. Indeed. That is it. Matrix, far worse than it. Far worse than that. You don't even get to be plugged in and used as a battery. They figured something else out. What are they going to do? They're going to grab you by the face and they're going to just crush you. Now, I know that sounds grim. That sounds very grim. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope I'm just a madman out here just drawing shit and just losing my mind because of the fact that I'm just crazy. I hope so. Oh man, would I love that. Not just being an affected artist, it's basically killing our forest. Killing our forests, they're using our water sources, they're destroying places that people live, they're basically uninhabiting animals all over the place. We're not going to be able to have any water. We're over here eating half shit that's plastic. We're drinking water that's poison. We have air that's got aluminum and shit in it. Where are we? What are we doing? You can throw me on Mars' atmosphere. I could probably do better than I am here. At least I won't have a tumor in my head that'll look like the size of a damn cell phone with plastic jammed in it. But what do I know? Let me get back to drawing. I'm not mad in the terms of like being upset. What's really going on here is this. We have been bought into a system that we have no idea fully of what is capable of being done. We have been lied to, and these government contracts to certain companies have given us the ability to make electrical gods that will never die, that can think faster than us and have a computer chip that I don't even understand the concept of what the fuck it can do. But I know one thing, we'll have some killer ass sex robots. Yay, capitalism and perversion. Let's give a round of applause for it. Let's hear this song get ready to kick up. Let's give the new future. Let's give the future a good old round of applause. Let's throw our hands up and say, let's get fucked all together. Here we go. And 3, here comes the breakdown. 2, oh boy, I am so excited. Yeah! Yeah, I'm so excited. No, it's just funny. I laugh at it because there ain't nothing else to do but laugh at it. Might as well draw. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Ultimately, what I'm getting at, and I'm glad that you threw that up. Here's the positive note of it. If you got everything in the world about to destroy you, why worry about it? Why worry about anything? Do what you can do. Live the life that you can, the best that you can. Fuck all the dumb shit. Don't worry about it. But Mel, the world's going to blow up. What about this? What about that? What about it? What about it? Let them have it. You want to do something to me? Fine, go on ahead. I guarantee you someone will do something else to you. You tired of this? Fine, go on ahead. Nobody's going to have it soon. You want to be jealous of something? Fine, that's all right. Let them be jealous. The thing is this. We're all in this boat together. Nobody's pedaling harder than anybody else. Nobody's moving faster than anybody else. Stop fighting the current. Stop fighting the people in the boat. There are going to be people that are going to be out there ignorant, bigots, all this other kind of stuff. They have smooth brains. Let them be. They serve a purpose. Floaties. You use them as floating devices. Stuff gets bad, you just tie rocks and toss their ass. You know, whatever. Right? And you don't even have to worry about it. We're going to be fine. Don't worry so much about the AI. Don't worry so much about the robots or the sad state of the world. We're all dealing with some kind of crazy mess. Everybody's got something going on with them. And it's okay to be in a bad shape. Okay? It's okay. You stand in the refrigerator and cry in the shower. It's fine if you do that. It's better to do that than sit there drinking in the dark. Yeah, I'm looking at somebody, because I used to drink in the dark, sit there, absolute silence, hatred, rage, and alcohol. Boy, what a combination. Not good. All I'm saying is don't be consumed by the world that we can't control. It controls everything else that we do, controls the way that we think, controls the way that we try to live our lives, controls the way that we even try to believe in ourselves. I do both. There you go. Tyler's on it. He does both. You know, some of these drinks, you know, that's okay. You know, I'm glad we had that talk. Now I'm going to get to the real thing. Cry in the shower, in the dark, with some vodka. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's good. I think it's good for people to at least let the emotion out and to try to get that off of you. Drinking hot cocoa and sweating my ass off, that works too. If you don't, hey, I will say this: don't pick up alcohol if you don't have to. I don't condone and tell people, no, go out there and drink. I don't say go out there and drink. If you do drink because you're old enough, that's your own choice. It's a very shaky situation. If you can stay away from booze and cigarettes, please do so. Do yourself a favor. You'll save money, you won't smell bad, you won't have problems, your liver will love you, your stomach won't turn to shit, you won't end up with like probably lung issues, you probably won't always have a hankering of I can't taste food, because you get that from cigarettes. I can't tell you how many times I sat somewhere and was like, man, I can't taste this burger, I can't taste stuff. And I know there might be people who still smoke or vape, and hey, you know what? I used to be there, and I'm not saying anything about it. You talking about me. You're making me feel bad. No, I'm not making you feel bad. If you choose to do that, that's what you choose to do. Everybody's got a vice. I used to electrocute myself in the bathtub until one day the power went off, and I said, you know what? I might need to stop this. I mean, we all got to make choices. Sometimes it's the whole power grid going out. Sometimes it's just, hey, I don't need to eat this extra piece of chicken or meat or whatever it is. I don't need to be up late at night. I need to cut huffing the gasoline out. Maybe I need to eat real food and stop eating plastic stuff. Maybe I can stop eating these burritos at the gas station. I don't know. Whatever. I'm done with that. Unless if somebody else has something that they want me to talk about or have a topic that you want me to talk about, since I'm already warmed up. The engine's warmed up, right? I'm trying to make this into a doctor outfit, so it's going to make sense once I'm done with it. But because it's a coloring book, I have to keep in mind that I can't go too hard, and I don't want it to be like, oh man, look at these gigantic breasts, you know? Because these are supposed to be for, you know, all ages, but, you know, the fact of the matter is that, yes, I draw anatomy for people. Because, I mean, yes, it will happen one day. So, it's there, but it's not lewd. Try not to make it lewd. Or at least in this case, I'm trying not to. You know, since trying to make this nice and pleasant. Maybe this will be a nurse practitioner and not an actual doctor, you know. How many of you guys drive cars? How many of you guys are actual mobile out there? And how many of you have a pickup truck? Take your time. I'm needing some real information here. Don't be afraid of the music, right? The music's not something to be terrified of. I'm just curious, how many of you drive and how many of you have a pickup truck? Take your time. I know it's a little bit of a delay, so take your time with that. I'm just curious. Because I have a deep question I want to ask. And I'm going to ask this again for this year because I haven't asked it this year. Some of you might know what I'm going to ask, but I'm going to ask this. I have a broken bike. Well, how's your bike broken? First off, let's figure out how we can get your bike fixed, Skew. If your bike's broken, how you have both? Okay, so you have a car and a truck. Okay, all right. If that counts, all right. So I'm going to ask this simple question, and I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers with this, but this is for a pickup truck question. Why ride my ass? I'm doing 90. I'm going fast as I can in my car. I don't know if I hit anything at the speed I'm going, I'm not going to just die. I'm going to go to the fifth dimension and disintegrate. Like there will be nothing left. There will be no skin, no bone. I will go through the glass, like physically just slide through it. It won't even shatter. We're going so fast, if we hit something, you and me are going to bond harder than Vegeta and Goku did with the damn earrings doing the fusion dance. We were going to mangle up in a way that ain't even going to be capable of being understood. Why ride my ass? I'm going as fast as I can. And the reason why I asked that, I run into that a lot. I drive, go places, and then there's always somebody in a pickup truck hauling ass. Now I drive fast. I drive 80, 85 in the left lane, the passing lane. I get moving. I'm going. I'm moving. But mister, why? Am I not going fast enough? I'm sorry. I don't understand. I've always wondered that. Why? Am I in the wrong? Do I need to just get off the road? I don't know. I'm baffled. I've asked other people and nobody's ever given me an answer. Like, I don't know. I've never done that before. I have no idea. That's new to me. So I come to the mad ones and ask. And it could just be one of those things that just happen, you know? It could just be one of those things. It could just be like, well, you know, it's part of riding and driving a truck. You know, sometimes you just, hey, get your ass off the road. You're slow. and that's fine. If that's the case, hey, I know. And it's nothing that I'm like, oh man, I'm going to be wrong. Oh, sad. Yeah. Yeah, it can be. It just depends. But I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe I was missing out on something. I don't know. That's the reason why I was asking. But maybe I don't know. I would like to get a pickup truck one day, but I feel like if I do, I will turn into Batman. I would get like one of those. Okay. You don't do that. That's great. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that you don't. I greatly appreciate that. I just don't know. I just, you know, and I want to get a truck. I kind of need it. It would be beneficial. But then sometimes I'm like, man, what if there's somebody else out there like myself that's just like, I don't like trucks. I don't like that. You know, and then they come after me. Then what do? You know, Mel, why do you think like this? You know why I think like this? Do you really want to know the reason why? Because the doctor in the facility here, right, made pogo stick asses that run freely in the backyard. They're grass-fed pogo stick asses in the backyard of the madhouse eating grass, right? That's outside. That's real stuff. That's happening. I could open up the door. It's out there hopping around and jiggling. I don't like it. It has teeth. Whole lot of crazy mess back there. You know? And then I get out into the real world with the general population and I feel like, man, what's happened to me? Am I in the wrong place? Did something happen? And then I realized, no, because those people aren't even real either. More pogo stick asses in the backyard, right? You can also use that as a joke on someone too. If someone's like, "Oh man, why you blah blah blah," you know, giving you a whole bunch of grief. Like, why don't you come over here and hang out with us and yada yada. And it's like, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of pogo stick asses. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What? Insults to people are a lot easier when you can confuse them. Keep them off balance. That's what I always say. Keep them off balance. Don't let them feel ease and comfort. Keep the insanity cranked up at 1,000% all the time. There we go. So now I got the doctor's outfit, which is nice. Only thing the scooters that you paid to use. Oh man. Talk about a dexterity test. Talk about the new Gladiator. The public scooter rider. You either got two types. You kick ass or you eat ground. One of the two. You kick ass on it or you eat in the pavement. Skew, I assume that you're one of the type that can actually ride and that you're doing okay. And I am grateful for that. And we give you a hefty yes. And we thank you for your due diligence out there paying attention. I have seen people in Nashville eat ground for less. I saw someone no longer than the weekend that they were riding on a scooter and they couldn't figure out how to actually stop properly at a light, and they bottomed out and dropped their body and the scooter both at the same time. Tell me you drowned yourself with a cup of water. Right? I don't know what they call it. Terrible fun. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's an electrical powered scooter. The thing's moving like 20 miles per hour. It's not a toy. But people think it is. I remember riding the scooter. You had a little skateboard deck on it, and it ain't nothing but just some damn toy until it throws you in the street, and then you got 17 stitches to keep your shit closed, right? Because you got out there thinking you were Billy Badass. Oh yeah, you were bad. You were bad, and it showed you. It showed you what it was about. Amazing. Oh, by the way, we got a new mad one that came in. Welcome, whoever you are. I didn't really get to see your name or anything, but we do have another person that's subscribed. Please feel comfortable being here. Insanity is part of the mantra. If you're crazy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're crazy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're psycho and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're crazy and you know it, clap your hands. You know what's funny? Those weren't actually my hands. These are actually my hands. Those were different hands. Oh man, that's rough. Because of a truck? Damn. That's sinister. But see, yet again, like, you know, these scooters are dangerous. Not saying that people shouldn't use them. Now chill out, because someone will be like, well, that's the only way to get I like that, Demetra. That's the only way I can, you know, well, I don't know why you're saying that this is, no, nobody's saying that is bad. Nobody's saying that there's anything wrong with it. All that we're agreeing on is that it's dangerous. Clap, clap. Love it, Tyler. Good stuff. Thanks, Demetra. We're all here. Turbulence these days. Oh, the kids call it turbulence? I got it. Okay. I got it. I like it. Turbulence. A little turbulence never hurt anybody. Well, I mean, I guess so. But hey, you know, turbulence is okay. We all got to deal with a little bit of rock and roll McDonald's sometimes. You know what? You know what I'm really happy that we don't have? And I just think about people who drive. I am so glad we don't have flying cars. My God, I can't tell you guys how happy I am we don't have that kind of shit. Man, could you imagine somebody, because we all know some dumbass that can't pull out, can't merge, don't know how to use a turn signal, can't figure out how to do stuff properly, get out there and try to hot dog or Billy Ray and be a badass, right? Those are all three different things. Hot dog and being a Billy Ray and being a badass. Billy Ray is just someone who's just a complete fuck up. That's the only way I can put it. That's it. I hate it if your name is Billy Ray. I'm not meaning you as you being that, but there is a type of person that's associated with that. Just like if you call somebody Jethro, Cletus, or Gunther, it's all there. It's all the same stuff. Nobody wants to deal with that. And everybody's like, Gunther? What the hell you mean? I know somebody named Gunther. Tell me your parents hate you without telling me they hate you. What's your name? Gunther. Right. So did they feed you ever as a child? Never. They left you outside in the backyard. That's what happened. With a name like Gunther, you have no enemies. They're watching you. You are on a strike list from birth. What's this child's name? Gunther. We're putting him, he's reported, putting him on a list. We're already going to give him 3 demerits on his social credit score just by name. Why? He's going to be a menace. He has crash out written all over his entire body. His whole existence just says, I'm going to be a problem. You know? Love it. Best insult ever. Hey, you can use it. Smooth brain is what I like to use instead of using the hard R word. It starts with re and ends up with arted. You know? Sounds like farted, but with a R. It ramps up with re and sounds like farted. That's all I do. I don't even have to call him that anymore. I just say other things like, you smooth brain, you know. Poor Gunther. Right. Poor Gunther. Think of Bart. Yes, Gunther. I don't... Man, what a rough name. What a... Just... You can't make up a nickname for him. Gunt? Unther? Like... Where do you begin with it? It's so complex that it would basically almost give you a stroke trying to figure it out. Like, you would sit there and stutter so much trying to be like, oh man, no, you just, forget it. I feel bad for you, but you are now on a list. We are watching you. You know? Another name that will put you on the list. If your name is David and your last name's Koresh, they're watching you. Just proximity. You ain't never going to call yourself the second coming of Christ. You don't even play a guitar. The fact that you got the name and that you may live close to Waco, Texas, they're watching you now. I never thought about doing any of that. Yeah, well, tell that to the people who made your name. But... I gotta turn this picture around. Got that old alien resurrection head. This picture's head is like you know, there's a girl I knew in high school. She had a forehead similar to what this is looking like. Yeah, your brain would need wrinkles to understand. Yeah, no, that hurts. That hurts. By the time you come up and figure that out, yeah, by the time you put that together, you're going to feel some kind of way. That'll make you just walk out in the street with no clothes and cry. Like, that's... Did you call me? You're worse than that. Like, what do you... That would make one of the people that word would be used towards. They would say, man, you're... How would you feel if a mentally compromised person called you the hard R? They're like, you know, like, I don't, how would you deal with that? Oh, you called me that. You pulled up in a power chair and you said, you weak ass, yeah, hard R. Look at you. You over here half met. And you just made fun of me. Called me. You came over here, can't have a button machine that says, you smooth brain, and have a ha smooth brain, and roll away from me. You're never coming back. Change your name, fake your death, get out of here. You're done. You're done. You will never get a job. You will never get a credit card. You'll never be able to own a home. They're going to be like, aren't you the guy that got made fun of by the guy that had the voice box in the wheelchair? I saw you online. You're done. You are finished. You might as well say you might as well just get a corpse or a CPR dummy with your clothes on and throw it in an elevator shaft and just drop that elevator all the way down on it. I know that's grim to say that out loud, but I'm saying if that ever happened to a person, I don't think they're going to recover from it. Now, no, I'm not making fun of handicapped people. I'm not making fun of anybody who's got any type of issues like that. Chill out. I know you mad ones get what I'm saying. There's other people that are like, oh my god, this man's is insane. He's making fun of people at a diabolical level. Not really. I mean, I could, but I don't want. And another thing, why would I want to make fun of people? Like, why? What's the purpose of making fun? I never understood that. Like, people just maliciously just, oh man, I want to make fun of you. Okay. For what? Well, I think I'm better than you. Okay, that's fine. But you know, the people who want to make fun of you the hardest usually have something wrong with them. Like, oh man, look at you, huh? You some type of dumbass. Yeah, I might be a dumbass, but you know what? Can you read? Huh? What happened to you when you went to the bank? You told them you don't know how much money you need to withdraw because you can't do math? You had to use your phone to figure out how to spell what's up. But you want to talk hard. I see you. Don't ever let somebody push you around. They're probably the smooth brain themselves. Most people who beat down on you have no mental capability. They're usually dumb, slower. They're the ones that have no cognitive capabilities. The best they can do is probably use Velcro shoes, and they struggle with that. You know, I said something yesterday to a friend of mine. How would you feel if someone had a Velcro front of their pants? And I'm talking about the zipper wasn't even a zipper, it was just Velcroed. They struggle with that. I'm done now with that. I'm finished with that part. I'm finding new ways to burn on people without having to burn on them, right? Like, I can say things without having to cuss someone, you know, because I struggle with cursing a lot. Like, I curse a lot, like really bad. And I don't really like it. I've never been a big fan of it. It comes out of my mouth very fast, and it's very fluent, and you know, I kind of want to clean up my vocabulary. So I'm like, how can I still get that punch across? Like, I don't want people to think, oh man, you're trying to become reformed. You're a punk. I want to get over on you. Because that's a problem. People do that. They like to see, oh look, this guy's weak. And just jam our finger. No. You got to stand up for yourself. You can't let people just run around and just do whatever they want to willy-nilly to you. But you also don't need to just stomp everybody's head into the concrete. Because that's bad. That's bad form, Peter Pan. You know? Not everybody needs that. But sometimes you need to stand on business and tell people, hey, cut that shit out. I don't like that. I don't like what you're doing over here. You know? And there is nothing wrong with that. I firmly believe everybody should be able to do that. I firmly believe everybody should be able to tell people how you would like to be treated, and you should be able to be treated with respect. Honor and respect go a long way. I don't think there's much honor anymore amongst many people. Having honor amongst yourself, having a code of conduct to follow, I don't think many people have that anymore. It's good to have. If you ever have the time to just sit by and just say, what is it that I really want? What do I enjoy in life? What is it that I enjoy in life? What will I not put up with? And it's good to have these boundaries. Some people call them boundaries. I'll call them hard limits. Words are fun. They all mean many different meanings, all the same stuff, right? So, what is your hard limit or your don't go past go point, right? I'll tell you one that I cannot stand and I absolutely hate it, and I will tell you to get out of my vehicle in a heartbeat. If you put your feet on my damn dashboard, I will hit the brakes as hard as I can, and I will cripple you. Not a threat, letting you know, foreshadowing. And I will do it just like this. You put your feet on there. I'm like, oh my God, my psychic abilities are coming through. It looks like I'm about to someone is going to put their hands on you, and they're going to, what is that? Oh man, this is so hard. I think an ass whipping is in the future that I can see, a hefty ass beating, like that, right? And then you let them know, and they're like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And then that's when you have to snatch them up real quick, and then But that hasn't happened but just one time, right? And that's all it takes. Sometimes you don't have to get violent with people, but you have to be able to have boundaries. And boundaries are good, because if you don't have them, then that's when people start acting up and acting some kind of way. And then, of course, we go to the conversation of people who have the ability to think and people who have to be redirected. I like to call it redirected, where you have to kind of a forcefully way of teaching them, more of a hands-on approach, right? Some people can learn by book. Some people have to learn hands-on. And with that being said, you don't always have to be violent, It doesn't have to show. You don't always have to be in a violent way. I don't want you guys to think, oh man, you gotta be mad, you gotta be violent. No, but you have to be stern. And there are two types of people in this world. Those that can ascertain incomplete information and those who cannot. And there are also, with those people, the ones who can ascertain incomplete information usually have a higher chance of having critical thinking and the ability to think for themselves. People who don't and who can't, not all of them. I'm not saying that everybody who can't ascertain complete information. For those that don't know what that means the ability to gain information from a lack of full information. Being able to piece it together yourself, thus being able to use incomplete information. So there, we got that on the board. Thanks, Mel, for telling us. You're welcome. The more you know. Thank you, NBC, for giving us the headliner that goes over. Everybody can see it, I'm sure. So, oh yeah, there it is. I don't know, being a human being is just rough sometimes. Damn. Okay, so okay. I've just been bogarting the whole conversation. Anybody want to throw something in there? Anybody want to talk, have an idea or something that you want to try to talk about? I know I've been on a rant for a while now. I know I've been rocking and rolling and ranting McDonald's. Right? So oh, while you guys are doing that, did you know that, and I'm calling this now, if you are sexually attracted to skibbity toilets, you are now considered a toilet sexual. Period. I don't care who you are. If you say, oh man, that skibbity toilet head is hot, you're a toilet sexual. Period. That's it. There's no. What are you talking about? What are you gonna do? What if that was a real thing? Huh? What would you do if someone came in there with a dolly and said, hey, this is my new boyfriend or girlfriend? They roll in there with just a chest and a head sticking out of a toilet. Right? It's like, hi, what's your name? Skibbity dop dop dop. Like the what? Huh? What are you even talking about? Skibbity dop dop dop, yes. No, you get out of my face. Who are you? Why are you dating this entity? Oh, I love them, Dad. Oh, I love them, Mom. No. What? Oh, you gotta be accepting of toilet sexuality? No. Mel, that's racist. That's being a bit. Listen. There's got to be a line. This thing ain't even human. It's a head in a toilet. Well, ain't no different than if you liked like Jason Voorhees or something. That's necrophilia. Still grim, but a little bit better than that. What are you even saying, Mel? What I'm saying is that when you got a lot of clowns running around the kitchen, you're going to have funny meat for dinner. That's what I'm saying. You got enough of these damn clowns running around, you're going to have funny meat for dinner, and you're like, what is this? Oh, that's a honk steak. Is that what you want? You want honk meat? You want honk hamburgers? Asmodeus over here is yelling yes. I think he's ready. He wants the duck funny sandwich. That's what he wants. You ain't talking funny, duck funny. I can't do Roger anymore. I used to be able to do Roger's voice, and I used to be able to do Skeeter's. Now I can't do either. Yes. Oh, hello, Stolen Knight. We are the yes. We are insane. We are artistically unhinged. We do not say yes because we are yes men. We say yes because we answer the call of insanity. We say yes because we are the norm. We say yes because we are broken beyond repair. We are the ones that will walk and be able to stand when the world is on fire. We say yes because that is who we are. We look at things and laugh at it because we are desensitized. We are not controlled by the things that the media show us. We laugh at the face of the AI. We think it's silly and its jokes are lame. We don't fear anything because we're already dead inside. What do you mean you're going to charge us $80 for a video game? What do you mean I can't afford to buy anything? There's plastic in my food and water? What the fuck you talking about? You think you can steer us? You can't. We are the yes. You are the no. All for the yes. I don't think there's it. That's fine, skibbity toilophobic. I mean, you know, if there has the plastic in the blood, yep, plastic in the blood, skibbity toilets, robots. I swear, this is called the shit show circus. That's what I'm calling 2025 to probably 2032 is the shit show circus extravaganza. The next, just anything you can say, think of. It's just like a porta potty full of bullshit just shooting out of it. Yes, exactly. Snorting urinal cakes. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's out here doing all kinds of wild stuff. Now I know that got a little grim, and some of you might be like, "Oh my God, that's gross." But it's true. It's true. I think it's time for us to go to the table. What do you think? You ready? You ready to see some hand-drawn stuff with a calligraphy pen? I think we did pretty good with this. I got the first sketch. I want to call this Doc. Save. There we go, Doctor. Or maybe I should just say, page 6. Yep. That works. Oh man, are we going to have to go somewhere else? Oh, look at that. I got the light fixed. Isn't that something? Oh, look, we're going somewhere else. Oh my God, no! It's on the table. Oh shit, look at that. Hey, what does that say up there? Does that say yes? Oh man, why would somebody say yes? There we go. My body hit the camera. Now, we got this here. So what are we going to do first? What is the picture that we're going to do out of here? Well, why not start with the man himself? And I just don't want the glare on it. So I'm going to take it out of the sleeve. Got the Joker here. Start with the Joker. Why not, right? There you guys go. So you can kind of see the reference. Right? There's a reference. There's this. And I know last time it was like, man, you didn't even use a sketch? No, but I'm going to cut some of the anxiety down and I'll do a little sketch, right? I got to get all my pencils. See, they're all in this thing, right? This lovey thing. But it's always these little notches and then it gets stuck. Because when I'm cleaning my desk up, I'm like, oh man, look at this. I'm being tidy. I'm being an adult. I'm doing real adult things. Like, oh man, I'm getting my pens together and shit. And then when it's time to use it, I'm over here like all assed out. It's like if I had a horse and then I'm like, my horse is amazing, look at my horse, and I get over there and my horse is missing his whole body, torso, legs, all gone, and someone says, better look next time, I'm leaving you with 0 horsepower. You think you're funny. I'll find you, and when I do, I want to have a Mexican standoff with you, and that's what's going to happen, because my horse was amazing until you turned it into something else, like a pair of boots or something. All right. So first things first, I'm not going to have the same kind of stance that I had before. I want to crank this up. There we go. So how he's standing there, I want to do something a little bit different. I normally don't do this, but I'm putting the balls in the area. You may not even be able to see it. I hope you can. I'm doing it very lightly, so that way I'm not taking up too much of the space. If you like the content I'm creating, or you like how I talk, or if I made you laugh, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Greatly would appreciate that, you know. It would be nice, you know. I mean, I hope I don't have to, like, you know, get out here and, you know, compromise myself for likes. I don't want to do that. Please keep me from pimping my body on the street. I don't want to be out there on the corner doing that because nobody's watching my show. Ah, there we go. I want a different song. Hold on. There. Now I got the sketch, right? Alright, so we got a general idea, but that's not like the whole thing. Ah, much better. Much better. Let's see here. Alright. Alright. Okay, now, let's see here. Subscribe and like this video, everyone. I don't want to be Mad Mel on the streets. Yeah, see, like Bark said, I don't want to be out there. I want to be out there, you know. I don't want to be out there doing all that. Come on, baby. I got this thing working earlier, and I used it earlier. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we are. Thank you. Alright, let's get started with Mr. J, shall we? Uh-oh, I'm locking in. Whoops. There we go. Oh, that almost put me to sleep. Shit, let me change those. Wow, I zoned out for a minute. Sorry. Whoops. I was like, oh man, what am I doing? I'm not here by myself. Alright, this is starting to seize up, so I'm going to have to do something different. That's fine. That's fine. We're here for the real deal anyway, so where is it? Oh no, that oxidized. Oh no. Wait, can I put some water in here? Ah, look, a grand opportunity to show you guys something different. If I can find it. Ah, let's see here. So that dried up. But it's still got some ink in here, as you can see. And if I put some water here, I might be able to revive it. Maybe. Sometimes you can. But I don't think this time it's going to work. Nope, that's solid. Solid as a rock. I thought my phone froze. I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it did not. Alright. I guess we're going to have to just dip some of this ink back in here then for the time being. I'm all choked up. I went outside earlier and it was so dusty and moldy out there. It made me a little off today. Okay. Alright. Weird how Batman and Spider-Man both have this insane villains with green and purple motifs. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, isn't it? You know, it is very interesting. They do share, you know, it almost makes me think like, you know, when it comes to creating characters, there's only so much that you can do when it comes to like color schemes, I guess. Like if you went with like brown and green, that would look like something grotesque nobody wants to fool with, right? It's interesting how certain color schemes go with certain characters. Oh boy, let me fix that. Hold on. No. I don't even know how long this song is. I just thought this song was neat. Someone actually gave an attempt at this. I know it ain't that great. I mean, it's alright. I thought there was more going on with it, but... Alright, well. There we go. I know it's nowhere close to being what the original looks like. You know, I tried, right? I got as close as I could get. What'd you say here? What you got? Is green and purple complementary colors on the color wheel? I mean, I would consider it too because of the fact that they're both cooler colors. You know, in terms of like the hot-cold spectrum of Bark, I would say so. Just if you look at it, I mean, now as most colors go in the wheel spectrum, yeah, I mean that would be on the cooler end because I'm looking at it right here, and it would be, yeah, it would be more on the higher end because green is basically a couple of drops of, if I'm not mistaken, it's a couple of drops of green and more red than blue to make yellow. So I would think so. It always felt that way to me personally. I always felt that. Man, it feels like there's like something gross underneath that. Thank you, Cowboy Music, for giving us an opportunity to have a great time. There we go. There we are. Let's see here. All right. Well, that's the side by side. I don't know if it's close to being any different. I don't know. It almost looks like the same daggone picture. I don't think much has changed. All right, guys. So what do you... Uh-oh. Oh, boy, I went past the time. Well, Here you guys go. Let's do a side by side, shall we? Let you guys take a look. See who's all still here. We still got a few people. Here you go. So we got the original one back in 2018, 2017, 2018. Right. And that was just on a sketch pad, similar to this. All I did was redraw the same thing, just a little bit different. It may not look like a big difference, but not bad for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes working on it without putting a lot of detail in it. So yeah, I think it turned out quite well. All right. Well, you know what time it is? It's time to go back to the screen. Oh man, turn this off. There we go. Well, thank you all for being here again with Art with Mad Mel. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope it wasn't too insane. Yes, definitely. If you like the content I create, if you like the type of content I make, if you enjoy me, like I said, hit that subscribe button down somewhere on here, on the screen. I'm here Tuesday, Thursdays, Sundays, Central Time. Yes, and I thank you all, and I hope you may have been inspired to do something. Subscribe. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. You look at them. You mad ones make me so happy. My insanity has never been at the maximum peak of crashing out as much as you guys show your love to me. That makes me want to go more insane than I ever have before, and that is a good thing. Not to say that being insane is a good thing, but just, you know, it's nice to know that. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with something motivational. I want to go into my jar of positivity. The stuff I use every single day personally in my personal life to keep myself on the straight and narrow path. Long story short, I talk critically bad about myself and I don't think good things about myself personally. So I write manifestations of nice things about myself or nice things to say to myself, and I'm going to read one to you, and then I'll give you something positive to reflect off of that. And then we see each other Tuesday or Thursday. Damn, I don't even know what day it is. Let's see here. Aha, found one. Here's one. What does this say? Uh-oh. My fingers are too large for the piece of paper. You're not a failure. No matter what you're doing, you're never going to get it 100%. You're going to have incidents where it's not going to work right. But that doesn't mean that you're a failure. And that means that anything that you're doing, as long as you're doing it, and as long as you're doing it without compromising yourself or other people or doing things that are shady or things that are considered immoral, then you're not a failure. It's hard to believe in yourself, especially when you don't think very kindly of yourself. So I challenge you to just think of something nice once a day and say, hey, I'm good enough, I'm not a failure, or that I love myself. I told myself that this morning. I don't hate you, and I'm starting to like you. It's better than saying I can't stand you. So, you know, you're not alone. So you're not the only person that's dealing with something. There's always somebody out there going mad just like you. So don't feel like you're by yourself. We're all mad in here or in this world or dome or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. Anyways, I'm out of here. Enjoy yourself. Have a good night. I will see you Thursday. We'll pick back up. I'll probably be doing some more coloring book stuff. And I might color this and then I'll probably get started on Bane. And then when I get done with this whole book, then I guess I'll start doing Batman characters, because I've never done Batman characters. I don't draw Batman or Robin or any of them. I never draw them. But I could do it in my art style and see what will happen. Alright, Skew, I'll see you later. Well, you know what time it is. Like always, time to get out of here. So I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye. Yeah, I worked today. I wasn't stopped up. Ha.